What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. And YouTube, I'm afraid to tell you, I don't know if you've noticed by the changing of the leaves, as soon as they start to turn these beautiful colors, these kind of from green to yellow to red to orange to brown, we are running out of days until Halloween. October is almost gone. The spooky season, as they call it, will be no more in about 3 days. And I always have this kind of like October like buyer's remorse, even though it's so stupid because every day is Halloween, brother. And it totally is. I mean, I watch horror movies almost every day, all the time. But it's still like something about this time of year when the veil gets thinner, you know, like you can just feel it in the air. There's something so magical about October. I hate to tell you, buddy, we're doing our best, you know, so I thought I might go off the beaten track tonight a little bit and kind of keep it simple, stupid, the KISS method. We are talking about what I think is actually a lean, mean, simple horror film from 2016. This is a horror gem, it says on the back. Lights Out. Thanks for being here. Let's get you on with your day so you can watch some more scary flicks so you can get the most out of your October. Let's check it out. Lights Out is a simple film with a simple message with complicated and compounding scares. There's something so easy and so light on its feet with this popcorn flick. You don't have to try to care an awful lot, you don't have to try to understand too much about the setups, the set design, and the lack of moral weight of its characters. Everything here is lean, mean, and serves a purpose to set up the scare. Fuck the moral high ground or some artsy-fartsy establishing shot. Doing some research of my own, 80% of kids under 12 are scared of the dark. 75% of those are adults who have a specific phobia. Boiling that down, you have 50% of adults are actually scared of one thing. One specific term called nyctophobia. Common symptoms including sweating, extreme anxiety, dread, heart palpitations, and shortness of breath. All from that little absence of light. This is where Lights Out shines. The origins of Lights Out spawned from the short film from 2013 from David F. Sandberg. Again, the simple premise is a woman being stalked by a malevolent entity who only appears when the lights go. You guessed it, out. Talk about one hell of a relatable horror premise when half of the country struggles with its universal fear, and God forbid a child stumbles upon it. Lights Out starts out with one of the best opens in a long time. It's after hours in a factory. We don't know where, and we don't know why, and we don't know anything except there's something in the darkness, and it grows closer with every click of the light. It's relatable, it's filmed perfectly, it naturally sets itself up for a jump scare. The simplicity makes it unnerving, you know, something is there, something is nasty, and that something is coming. We throw in some excellent use of lighting and cuts, and that opening scene becomes an all-timer. Whatever my preconceived notions for this film were, they went right out the fucking window. When you see the motion-activated spotlights, they stop working and this thing becomes closer and closer. The story of Lights Out is fine, nothing spectacular, nothing really worth writing home about, nothing memorable, because the monster Diana is so effectively cool. The less script and backstory, the better for stories like these. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm guilty. That was a cheap jump scare. I wanted to do it, right? The cool thing about Lights Out, it does have jump scares, but I think that just the lack of light and the way that it just kind of slowly, like, you're looking for shadows in the dark, you're hearing this tension, you can see the dread, the music's quiet, it's whispering, and all of a sudden it's jarring. It just lends itself perfectly to the jump scare. Let's talk about the characters really quick. Problems that I have with Lights Out, you don't care about anybody in this movie. And I think while that's also a problem, that can be a positive because you gotta have the angsty teen daughter, right, that's moved out. You gotta have the kid that's not getting enough sleep so child welfare can come and check on him. You gotta have the mom that's out of touch, over-medicated, and kind of slowly losing her mind. I think that that's really the meat and potatoes of this story. If you don't care about the mom and what's happening, you don't care about the movie. Because the mom believes in this ghost Diana that is stalking her, that wants for some reason to continue to be her friend. She gives her power, and just as she can give her power, she can take that power away, and that is what makes Lights Out so effective. The story of Diana is so awesome, dude. Seeing her just kind of like living in those shadows and slowly getting closer, she has no sense of like, oh, it's daytime, I should probably be cool. Nah, dude, she'll follow you wherever you are, whatever you're doing, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, the mom, whoever. You're flashlight's running out, perfect. Got a little wind up fucking camera, whatever. Lots of uses of candles in this movie. I think it's really effective that you can have this ghost that you can't see until like all of a sudden they go down into this basement. You know, that was kind of a quick follow me here. When, you know, you're just getting this kind of like these glowing eyes, and she's just this kind of orb with long kind of menacing fingers, and she's just slowly like jumping, moving around. It's really jump scary. I get that part of it. I think that the tension and the idea of her, and anytime there's no light, it's just like, it's kind of foreboding. And I think that actually kind of works. I mean, I've seen it 4 or 5 times, watching my wife watch it. Like, she's like, not quite chewing her nails, but like this isn't that much fun. This is nerve-wracking tension that it builds. And I think that's really where this thing shines, man. Tension, the dread. When we finally get down to that basement, call back, I knew I was gonna get there someday, and they've got that UV light, and they can start to see the things that are written on the walls from Diana or whoever's losing their mind down there. And then you finally get to see what she actually looks like. You're like, okay, cool, we can finally track this damn ghost. She's all cut up. She's got like boils and lesions and blue skin. It's just nasty, dude. I love that they never totally give us this ghost in its entirety with some fake ass looking face with horrible teeth. I like that it's kind of ambiguous. I love the character Diana. I love that she just wants to punish. I think tip of the hat, dude. I think that Lights Out is excellent for the most part. And, you know, I think that this movie gives no quarter, you know, umbrance. It doesn't give you anything really to look forward to. It just has the ending. Let's talk about the ending. Dude, that ending to Lights Out is one of the most ruthless, like, just shocking moments after you go through this crazy... I'm out my garage. The light just turned off. Babe, hold up. To not mention the mom and her relationship with this entity, it would be a shame as she gives the ghost life and she can also take it away, right? Her unraveling helps to sell the little bit of time that we have with these characters, and then just as soon as she gives this ghost life, she takes it away. Trigger warning, intense scene for those sensitive. Lights Out has one of the bleakest endings out there, and each time I've seen it, it never gets less shocking. I'm always like, there's something about that movie that's weird, and that's what it is, the ending. I'm so glad, though, that this film exists this way, and I'm glad that this film exists in a place where it's not watered down and becomes some sort of like silly horror franchise with 3 or 4 different sequels that slowly like just dilutes it for the masses. This is a sneaky little sleeper pick in the PG-13 realm of horror today. So yeah, that's Lights Out, a sneaky little horror flick in the PG-13 genre that, you know, I gotta be honest, it's not really my thing. It's not usually what I go for. I hate having kids in movies. I never want them to be I just, you know, you've been following along, you know that. But PG-13, when it's done right, when it's menacing and it doesn't give you any like outs, it can be very effective. And I think that, yeah, I have a soft spot. This is kind of a guilty pleasure. I think Lights Out is great. Lean, mean, full of punch, dude. Visceral. I love the idea of just whatever's in the darkness can come. It's a trip to think about. Love it. I had a great time watching tonight. 81 minutes. I mean, it's great. I think Lights Out's incredible. So, incredible. Nah, I take that back. It's great. It's great. Incredible's a little bit much. This is a solid, 7 or 8 out of 10 film, though, I think. I don't have that many problems with it. I think that it gets in, it gets its business done, it establishes what it wants to, it punches you in the face, and then it pieces out, and it's gone. 81 minutes, dude. Give it a chance. If you want to see more from me, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. I don't know what I'm going to do for these last couple of days, guys. I'm starting to really feel bad. But whatever it's going to be, thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Cheers.